Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Hollywood After Dark, episode number 47. Tonight we're going to be talking about Brie Larson. Look at Brie Larson right there, all happy. She's happy. You know why she's happy? Marvel's is filming. Also, Knuckles, Sonic the Movie 2. Got some other stuff. TMZ, very interesting with OJ Simpson and some other crazy shit to go over tonight. Let's dive into it right now. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the show tonight. My name is Matt Jarbo. I'm joined by Annie. How's it going?
Pretty fucking good. How's your evening going?
Well, after last night, I'm still pretty high from last night, to be honest with you.
Oh, I can understand why. That was absolutely crazy.
It was nuts. I'm like showing my girlfriend, like, looky. She's like, give me more money for food. I'm all like, no, it's my money. And then I'm like, oh wait, my children need food. Oh, fine. Next month, you'll get it when it comes in.
Hey, you should be proud of that, man.
I'm very proud. I'm very thankful. It's not proud. I don't want to say proud. I think that's kind of weird. I'm very thankful for last night.
Well, I just mean, like, you put on a show that people thought was
good. You know what I mean? And I got a message today. Someone's like, have you abandoned your main channel? I'm like, hell yeah, I did. There's no point. What's the point? It's all done. But I'll tell you what's not done. What's not done is I want to give a little bit of love to the channel members here. You guys help keep everything afloat. You guys help keep the lights on. I love you all. Thank you so much. And to celebrate that this month, people who've been donating money through Patreon or Super Chats or channel members, we're giving away Howard the Duck 4K edition. Get to see some duck titties in 4K. Who doesn't like duck titties in 4K? I like duck titties in 4K, although it's very brief. It's very, very brief. And then the final thing I want to pimp real quick is the What If premieres tonight in just an hour and a half. RJ and I are going to be discussing it over on Real Board. We're going to be doing a review that will be up as soon as the episode is aired and we get a chance to talk about it. So that is something to look forward to tomorrow. If you are hyped for What If, let me know. I am hyped for What If. Are you hyped for What If?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Now that they actually seem to be pushing it more, it seems like they have more confidence in it. I still wish they had more of the voice actors, but from what I've seen, really interesting ideas. I look forward to seeing what they do with, what they do with it.
Yeah, no, I get you, because I know you had your own concerns about it.
I did.
We were talking about that a little bit, and I get you, because, Marvel and animation is not something that I feel Disney has given much of a crap about on a serious level. They've done their shows like Guardians and Spider-Man and a few other things, but it's all been aimed at kids. And obviously the bulk majority of MCU fans are not children. Right.
You're right here. I'm sorry. I just want to make the point. It's like, this really, not just in the concept itself, it has the most potential because this could open up them doing more, animation that leans towards adults or, at least the general MCU audience, which is like, that's aimed towards, I think, mostly young adults. But, I know there's a lot of kids who like the MCU too, but it just starts to open that way, for more mature animation. And I hope that Disney takes it to heart. I hope that they look at this show, if it is successful, and they start to realize that 2D animation is worth investing in again, because they haven't done that for a very long time. Not in a serious level, not since like Princess and the Frog. You know what I mean? They don't really take it seriously anymore, other than for children, which is kind of sad.
Well, I get that, I mean, like even looking at some of the footage for What If, I mean, 2D is, I don't even know if I'd call it 2D. It's a lot of, it's meant to mimic 3D, but they also use a lot of shadows. They use a lot of shadows. It is very stylized, and I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out. I have heard that the first episode, the one that's premiering tonight, is a little wonky. It's a little wonky. I've heard that because also this was the very first episode that they worked on. So it is possible that they're going to be going and getting their footing down the road. However, I did want to, I did bring this up. We can bring this up right now. Actually, I wanted to take a look at the Rotten Tomatoes score for for What If, because this is definitely something. They got 90% right now, and not a lot of reviews. It's not saying based upon on how many.
Do you know how this sizes up against the other Marvel shows when they were first coming out? Because I don't know if we have that information. Right?
We may not have that information yet, but I'll tell you where I screwed up, and this is where it gets kind of funny. I did What If at first on Rotten Tomatoes. What the hell's going on? And so it brought up this, and I'm like, oh my god, 42%, holy shit! And then I realized, wait a minute, this is that Netflix show, What If, with Renee Zellweger as like
oh
a
my
voyeur.
god!
And I'm like, oh, that is the wrong one. That is the wrong one. Wow. There we go. I'm like, this is the right one. This is the this is
just kind of a wonky title to look up on the internet.
Yeah, it is a little. It is a little bit of a thing, but I'm very much looking forward to it here. Okay, so I guess there's a critical consensus so far based upon the first 3 episodes, and it just says, "What If may not add much to the larger MCU narrative, but surprising takes on beloved characters and some of the best action sequences in the entire franchise make for engaging viewing." Well, that's what it was going to be.
That's a really weird criticism, because that's one of the things they intentionally put in their consensus, right? It's like, who cares if it doesn't contribute to the larger MCU narrative? Not everything has to. There's room for smaller films and smaller series that just kind of tell their own. Hold on here.
We're just getting... Is this true? Is Deadline confirming this right now?
What?
Batman what is... Hold on here. Hold on. Deadline. I'm looking it up on Twitter.
Hey there, Saggy. What's up?
I'm seeing what's going on here. Hold on. Confirmed by Deadline. I'm not seeing anything here. All right, you guys, come on, you guys. No trolling. No trolling here.
I don't think they'd call it the Gotham Knight because there's that video game coming out, Gotham Knight.
Yeah. I'm looking on Deadline right now. The last one they posted was a Hallmark.
Oh, you got my fucking hopes up.
I know. What did Taco Tuesday? Oh, you Taco Tuesday. Drake here says, Taco Tuesday better not be fucking lying. I think he's lying. That was a good play though. That was a solid play. Taco Tuesday. It is Tuesday too. Well played. That's so there. oh man!
I can't believe you just did that to me.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, I know. I come up with a better title next time.
Taco Tuesday.
I mean, look, if that would have already broken out, that would have been something there. 100%. Although Michael Castillo here says, did you guys hear about the news with Robin? Yeah, we heard about Robin last night, about Robin being bisexual. Tim Drake. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. It was, I'll wait to see how it serves the story.
Yeah, there's not much to really talk about at this point, I don't think.
Yeah,
but we do have one scene.
We do have RJ here. What's going on, RJ?
Hey, nothing much, guys. Just came back from Ty's channel. Did a watch party for Suicide Squad. A nice discussion on that. So
nice. I was I totally forgot to mention this. The reason why I was late tonight was because I was recording this. Oh. I'm gonna update the thumbnail, but that I was doing the Podio commentary for District 9. I was like, I want to just do it, and then I'm like, oh right, it took a little longer than I thought. But we were just looking over the Rotten Tomato scores for What If, and you know, so far there's nothing that's been posted. How the fuck? Maybe episode 1 is maybe where it's at. Maybe that's the one. Or they're gonna have some. Nope, there's no thoughts nothing. There. All right, so they're giving it a score without actually putting any of the reviews up there. So that's kind of
sus.
That's just the hold on view. All right.
How can you give a consensus when there's no reviews?
I don't know. I mean,
I want to know where that's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
There we go. I don't know why it's not on the front page. I get it.
Fucking buried.
Yeah. Let's see here. The results. This is from Bob Strauss, the top San Francisco Chronicle critic. Says result resembles enhanced Johnny Quest as much as Jack Kirby.
All right, this is a boomer.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned Johnny Quest. Obviously, it's a boomer.
Yeah. It's a boomer.
But then you know what? Richard Roper here, Chicago Sun-Times, says a relatively breezy and often humorous series that puts a quirky and borderline goofy spin on the Marvel timeline as we know it. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it is.
RJ, change your avatar back. You know how hard your last avatar worked to be that avatar? Replacing it with fucking, colonialist Captain Carter taking over fucking...
I'm sorry. I'm embracing my inner imperialist colonialism.
Oh, okay. All right, well.
I'm sorry.
But you gonna invade Wakanda or something? Like, what the hell?
Oh, shit. No, don't bring that. No, we're not gonna go there.
Anyway, but not everyone likes it. According to Angie Han here from the Hollywood Reporter, she says, for a series set in the infinite vastness of the multiverse, what is this dreaming awfully small? Okay. What kind of criticism is that?
I think she's trying to say that the scale is too small for the possibilities the show could have been.
Oh my God, it's the first episode. Or She saw the first three. She saw the first three, but this is supposedly off of the first episode of the show. That's what it is. Supposedly off of the first episode. But anyway, Alan Sepinwall here, who I do like Alan Sepinwall. He says it's fun simply because the level of quality control at Marvel is pretty high these days. Because some of the ideas are either inherently appealing, but not every installment lives up to the title's seemingly limitless potential. Well, yeah, again, they've only seen the first couple, and they are going to play to their strengths right off the bat. They're not going to come out and just go like, look, we're going to give you, Professor Howard the Duck. Like, we're not going to do that. They're not going to go super weird on the first couple outings. They're going to play it safe because playing it safe does make sense to get people to come on in. Did I lose you guys?
Oh, no. My mic ended up being muted for a second.
Okay.
No, I was going to say, did you see Lord Slug brought up Grace Randolph's review? Did you watch that at all?
No, I haven't. I don't watch reviews before I see the movie. I just don't. I'm like, why potentially spoil myself?
That is true. No, I was only bringing it up because she said that this show, Marvel, is now dominating animation to the point where DC has nothing left to compete in anymore. Is basically her point.
Well, okay,
so screwed.
Well, here's the thing, right? Now he says here, is she fucking high? The answer to that is probably. All right. However, look, the last couple DC animated movies have excellent stories and excellent voice acting, but sometimes the animation gets kind of janky. All right, go watch Apocalypse War, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, right? And you watch that movie and it's like, it's a good movie. It's brutal. It's violent. I love it. But half the time I feel like they're animating in 15 frames a second.
Well, it's because they really have no budget to work with. They get a decent budget, but not like something on this. It's like millions of dollars to make it look like a movie.
Well, that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Like, I mean, if this is meant to be a show for Disney Plus, they're going to have that kind of budget behind it. Obviously, that's going to be a big factor. That's going to be a big thing. And they're not, so they're, I mean, I don't know if DC is going to be screwed. Marvel will never go as hardcore as DC. We will never get an Avengers Dark, or Dark Avengers, like R-rated with with blood and violence and titties and shit. Like, we're never going to get that.
Well, no, of course not. But they're pushing, I think they're diving into darker subject matter, especially in something like What If. I've heard that there are episodes that are a little darker than what they've done before in previous entries of the franchise. So
that's true. Drake here says, "Oh boy, incoming Eternals rant from Matt. I'm not bringing up the Eternals. I want to see the movie. I want to see the movie."
Super chat you got.
I did. I'm going to get to that one here in a quick second. There's a couple that I just need to make sure I get to real quick here. H Bart's $2 says, "Hey Matt, get Annie some McDonald's."
Sure. Where's my McDonald's?
Well, you guys, you both are on the East Coast, so it's still a little bit difficult for me.
Sorry, I was having a close encounter with a breakfast burrito. Anyway.
I did see this one here from Remix, and I want to make sure I get to it. It says, given the underperformance of the Suicide Squad and Black Widow, do you think it's possible Shang-Chi will bomb? If it does, do you think superhero fatigue is becoming more likely? It's nothing to do with superhero fatigue at all. Trust me.
It's a pandemic and marketing.
It's the pandemic and marketing, but Shang-Chi being not on Disney Premiere, although that could change, I really do feel that could change.
If it's going to change, it needs to change like the next week or two.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to assess it, but really, I have a feeling that what we're going to see is the movie's going to be in theaters. I think it's going to do just fine. Is it going to blow anyone away? Probably not, but I think it's going to pull out a lot of people.
I think Shang-Chi is going to be incredible. I've heard some things about that movie that you got to see it day one. You gotta see it.
I plan on seeing it day one. I plan on absolutely going to see it.
I'm just saying, like, everyone's gonna be talking about this movie. Is my point.
All right, everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, fucking Shang-Chi, man." I don't know. I just want to see Wong versus Abomination. I think that's what I'm really in for. And I'm hoping that we get a little. Like, I would love it. I would love nothing more than to get Finn Jones back as Iron Fist and Jessica Hennick is back as Colleen.
That's the first one you're gonna bring out.
That's the one I want.
That's a really controversial one, though. A lot of people
let it be controversial. I don't care. I liked Finn Jones as Iron Fist, man. He got a bum rap because of Scott Buck.
I guess. I mean, I don't think he's a bad actor. I loved him on Dickinson.
I just felt like it was kind of a weird casting decision.
2 weeks to prep for the fight scenes is what they had. 2 weeks to prep for the fight scenes. That's it. For a show about Iron Fist that's going to have a lot of freaking kung fu in it. Right? And they had 2 weeks to prepare for that stuff. Like they screwed Iron Fist.
His fault, but it's just
not his fault. And I thought
show.
Go back and watch The Defenders. You got Mike Coulter, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Their budding the bromance on there was good, and the episode in Luke Cage season 2 when he shows up was also fire. So they had good chemistry, and I think putting them together in a Heroes for Hire show would be great. We'd have good chemistry. We'd be able to make it work. Then they could also give us a Daughters of the Dragon show with Misty Knight and Colleen Wing, which is something that they were actually building towards. Don't break up the team. That's all I'm saying is don't break up the team. Give me Finn Jones. I'm just saying.
Maybe one day. I mean, listen, you never know.
I could leave everything about the Netflix shows that's not from Daredevil, if I'm being entirely honest.
I mean, look, I'll tell you the one I don't care about is Jessica Jones. Like, the first season's amazing. The second and third season were not that great. And not that they were bad, but they just weren't as good as the first season.
I thought the casting was fine, though.
The casting, I mean, Trisha was like, or Trish, was like, all right. She got a little bit like in season 2 and 3, because of her jealousy, I guess. But
yeah, it got bad.
That was on the writing though. That was on the writing clearly.
Yeah. Oh, we got Mad Max wants to jump in for a couple minutes. We'll send him a link real quick. I just want to say here. I know. I see Anthony asking about the calls. Probably not tonight necessarily. Just because we've got What If at midnight and everything else.
Yeah.
And but also like I do want to give a shout out to my friends who like to come in and hang out most nights. I think we get a great conversation going. I like to involve the audience. I think that's a lot of fun as well. But Anthony, there is a voicemail line, and you can call in with your thoughts on that one. I know because you have called a few times. So I actually put your name in there, so if I get a call, I know it's from you. That's the best part about that.
He's got a special place.
He's got a special list. I want to make sure I know if Anthony's calling. I want to make sure I know. So that's why. And then, hey, Max, real quick here. Let me just get to this command unit here. 15 shekels. Thank you. Saying here 40K is inspired by Starship Troopers, the book, not the movie. And he recommends reacting to the Kill Team cinematic. It's decently short. All right. I'll put that in the side chat. Kill Team cinematic. We'll watch that a little bit later when we get through everything, but there is a lot to get through tonight. So thank you very much for that one. Command unit. What's going on, Max? How you doing, buddy?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I accidentally had my microphone unplugged for a second. I didn't realize What If is coming out this quick.
It's tonight.
It's coming at midnight.
Wow.
It's coming at midnight.
I got to get to bed, but I'd want to stay up for it.
I've heard that these episodes are so good they're worth staying up for.
Well, I got to be able to work in the morning. But I appreciate you having the stream tonight. That's cool. I'm really looking forward to that and Titans this week. I think Titans come out later this week.
Yeah, Titans comes out on Friday.
I'm honestly only intrigued in Titans because apparently it's actually so much better than seasons 1 and 3. Like it's marginally so better. Like, 'cause I heard the first 2 seasons were garbage. So no, I mean.
There was good in the first 2 seasons. Everyone likes to go the hyperbolic. It's garbage. It's garbage. It was good. It could have been better. Right.
Fuck. I haven't seen it. I don't know. I haven't seen the show, so I need to.
I think the trailer just gave people a really bad impression.
Fuck Batman. I remember saying
one of the worst first trailers to anything ever. It was terrible.
Fuck cringe. Like that was cringe, honestly.
So I got to agree with the man, but H. Bart's earlier super chat. I was scrolling through, and where's the Brie Larson? That's why.
Oh,
I'm
right.
here.
Yeah. I know. Elmo, I just had it. I had it queued up, ready to go. H. Bart's here with $5, man. Thank you. Says Elmo said your Brie thumbnail is clickbait. Right. And this man clearly has not seen the Jimmy Kimmel episode. That is true. That is true. It's not clickbait. It's not. Music Man here says excellent thumbnail. Look, man, Brie Larson is an actress. She goes to red carpet events. She dresses up. There's a regalia, the surrounding actors when they go to these things.
It's important that you look good.
I was trying to find something that I feel showcases her inner beauty as well as her outer beauty. She's
bullshit.
She's kind of,
we all know why you picked her. I picked her. I picked. Okay.
No, look at the smile on her face, Max. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Her eyes are up there, Max. Her eyes are up there.
Again, Idris Elba seems pretty happy about it too.
Idris Elba, yeah, he's pretty chill behind.
Yeah, he's staring at that ass.
Oh my god,
that would be funny.
Oh, wait, you still have that?
He still has it. He still has it.
I brought it up last night too, man. Yeah, we're gonna probably get Sylvie in some episode of What If. So that's gonna happen.
What ifn't?
What ifn't? Yeah. No. There actually is a Brie Larson thing.
Real Elmo.
So,
those are real. Those are real.
You're
talking about Brie or
well, no, there is actually a Brie Larson clip I want to play because they have started filming the Marvels that as now.
I'm really looking forward to Marvels, and people are hyperbolic about how Captain Marvel's horrible too. It was not. It wasn't the best.
Well, it was inconsequential.
You know what though? I guarantee you, like Miss Marvel is going to completely overshadow Captain Marvel in popularity. It's not going to be like their intention, but it's going to totally fucking happen. I think that character is going to be way more popular.
Here's the thing, Annie. I would have thought the same thing, but then they're changing her powers and changing so much about her that I'm wondering why they're even adapting the character.
Wait, she's not like a grabby hands person anymore.
She's gonna have like purple Green Lantern powers.
What? That's silly. Bracelet. That's fucking silly.
Wait, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's going to be able to embiggen herself.
No, apparently it's like purple energy. That's all it's going to be.
What?
I'm telling you that there was leaked concept art.
I saw the leaked photo. Okay, I saw it's a toy. By the way, it was a toy.
No, it's promo art. It's promo art of the actress using her powers.
That is, I mean,
I'm telling you. Plus, the Muslim community's pissed about the casting.
Well, because she's a Christian, not a Muslim. I know. It's a Pakistan. That's gonna be. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. White America isn't gonna care.
White America fans and people that the show's meant to appeal to will, though.
Yeah, but come on, RJ. Let's be fair. At this point, who outnumbers who at this point? Really, who outnumbers who? Do you really? I mean, Miss Marvel's a popular character. Miles Morales is a popular character. But do you really think that people are going to sit there and freak out if something is? Yeah, you're going to have your vocal minority on Twitter, but it very much is a vocal minority. It's not going to end up, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You are in no way in this, and I'm telling you guys this, in no way going to be able to convince a lot of middle America white people to give a shit about a non-Muslim playing a Muslim. No one's gonna care.
Oh, I don't care about that. I care about the powers. The powers is what pissing me off. Because why adapt a character if you don't want to adapt it properly?
Well, listen, as Kevin has
the stretchy hands and stuff.
Yeah,
it's gotta be like Mr. Fantastic,
But has Feige let anyone down yet on that front?
Well, let's see the execution, RJ, before you judge. Let's see how they handle it.
Full Phantom Menace on this.
Why? Yeah, why are you so negative, RJ?
I want stretchy hands.
They made it work in the video game.
Yeah, they did. But we'll see what happens. I understand. That's a point of concern.
I'm just saying, if I'm a diehard Marvel fan telling you I'm a little concerned, that should say something.
Isn't she a fairly recently created character?
Yeah.
Last couple of years. Yeah, last couple of years.
Okay, so why are they fucking with it? Clearly they already gave it the pass.
It's because she was an Inhuman, and Feige apparently hates the Inhumans, but I don't know.
No, Feige doesn't hate... What? No, Feige doesn't hate the Inhumans.
Well,
Feige doesn't hate the Inhumans.
Jeff Loeb and all that stuff.
Well, he might hate... No. He's got a good relationship with Jeff Loeb. It wasn't Jeff Loeb who was the problem. It was Ike Perlmutter. All right? Jeff Loeb did his thing, and Feige would have done it differently, obviously. But really, it was Ike Perlmutter who separated the Marvel movies from television, and that whole thing that broke down in 2015 over Robert Downey Jr. in Captain America: Civil War. That was the catalyst that split the company. Now the company's
Ike Perlmutter. I'm just saying, there's bad blood. I think, the Inhumans as a property has been dead in the comics and in media for a while. And
I mean, look, the 2017 show fucking killed it.
It was horrible.
All right, it was so bad. But I do want to address Todd Fayer's super chat here. Thank you, Todd, for this $20, saying the Marvels is going to be awesome and Eternals will win the Oscar for Best Picture. So many great things in the MCU. I have a feeling they are going to try to run it for Best Picture. I really
will.
but then
it's releasing in prime awards time.
Oh yeah, November. Yeah, it is releasing in November, which is right smack dab in the middle of award season. And then, but you've also got the odd thing there with the fact that they didn't use her win at the Oscars this year to promote the movie. That's a
the
China
normal
thing.
Audience doesn't give a damn about Nomadland, but it's also China. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also China. I know. Yeah, no one cares. No one cares about Nomadland.
But then China.
and then China. Let's see here. Hold on here. There's a couple more super chats to get to. All right. Roosevelt here, $5 says Matt said to Max Amico is a scam. Did I say that Amico was a scam?
It's not a scam, Roosevelt. And thank you for paying $5 to tell Matt that when you say the exact same thing on my streams. I laid it anyway.
Well,
no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Roosevelt. I appreciate your concern over my well-being. I can get my deposit back anytime I want. It is sad that it might be delayed again. It is not a scam though. As long as there's a product delivered, maybe you don't like the quality of the product.
Is it being delayed because of like the ship shortage going on, or what?
When they started developing it, he should have pulled the trigger quicker. Because if this type of console, you have to make money on the console, not like Xbox and Sony where they actually
but they can take a loss.
Yeah, they can take a loss and then make it up on other things, especially if your games are $10 digital.
So Amico can't afford
so
to take
they
loss.
tried to get a better profit margin for the console. Plus, if you make things in more limited supply than mass production, the cost is more expensive. The bigger the production line, the cost goes down gradually, and they get carte blanche on the factories of actually the best factories in China, and they get everything first. If you have a smaller production run, it costs more. They can't just Tommy waited too long. What you're telling me, Max. He was hoping the price would go down, and it skyrocketed, and now he can't get them made where it makes sense not to put the business.
Yeah, it's a really awkward position, not just for like them, but also like manufacturers when it comes to consoles and all types of shit. It's like all technology is dealing with these shortages. It's really a big issue. And, I will say though, it's absolutely fucking hilarious to me that people are having like serious, like heated online discussions about Intellivision in the year 2021. It's just
no. I watch the haters and everything. I think it's like it's one of my favorite things to do is what are the haters doing? I'm not gonna lie, it's ridiculous. It's the most heated conversation on video games right now. Like people were, and there's always like Xbox fanboys and Sony, but this is a different thing. They're like, it's gonna fail. Like, okay, if you think it's gonna fail, why are you still talking about? Who are you trying to convince? But it's very interesting to see all the videos being made.
Well,
you can get good clicks on it.
Yeah, I do talk about gaming a little bit here on the show because this is kind of Hollywood. I view it as kind of all entertainment to an extent, except for music, because I don't want to deal with any of that fucking right shit. But the Amico to me, it doesn't interest me, to be honest with you. But I still want to see it in action. If one of my friends had it, I would go check it out. You know what I mean? I would go and I'm like, all right, cool. We'll go check out the Amico and see if it's any good. But for that price point, I would much rather get like the Switch OLED, or OLED. I'd rather get that, or I'd rather like save my money and get like a Microsoft, Surface X tablet for when I go traveling and I need something that can edit video. Mm-hmm. Like that to me is more important right now than like Finnegan Fox co-op on a fucking couch. You know what I mean? So that's how I view it. But I'm not saying like don't get it. You seem to like it. You've played it. You've enjoyed it. By all means, sing its praises from the fucking hilltops, dude. Inspire people to go and put their money down on this thing. Be the beacon. Light the way, carry the torch through the darkness, Max. Put on the Ghost Rider mask.
Because they sent out an email that says they're trying. Their goal is to get it to people pre-orders by the end of the year, and they really need to be careful with saying that if they're going to miss it again. If not one gets to a consumer by the end of the year, and they said that, oh my, they better be sure if they're putting that in an email.
Well, that is
the pre-orders.
That is something that's gonna,
that's what I'm concerned with. I'm like, why did you say that? Because I understand you saying it's delayed again, which I'm not happy about, but then saying we're going to try to get it to people at the end of the year. That's not much difference from October 10th to the end of the year.
No, it's really not. And if he's not going to get, like, I would expect it to go into 2022 100%. Just it's going to go into 100. It's going to go into 2022. Prepare for that, but be also understanding. Like, look at all the chip shortages from. I mean, like, here's the thing: if you weren't able to get your hands on an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5, what makes you think you'd get a fucking Amico?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really.
Now, some people are being able to finally get those consoles, but even that, it's still scarce.
Yeah,
you know,
and even I'm still waiting. I got my Series S. I love my Series S. It is great for what I want it for, and then I'm like, I will get an X down the road, and I will get a PS5 down the road. But for right now, like, you know what? Those are the things I play on. Even the Steam Deck doesn't interest me at all.
Oh, really? Because the Steam Deck looks fascinating to me.
It looks. I want to see. If I get one, it will be down the road. You know what I mean? It will be down the road by a couple years, and it's like if I can play PUBG on it, then let's talk. But if I can't play PUBG, I love PUBG. What? Yeah, I'm a casual. Eat my ass.
No, Rational Skeptic made a comment that I'm like upset about. Not like it's not anything horrible, but hold
on. Venom 2 got delayed internationally. Here's the thing: we're coming up on Venom is coming out the end of September, the end of next month.
Yeah,
we're coming into
October.
Yeah, it's gonna end up like, look, the first Venom came out in October. It did a lot of money. They're gonna hold that release. That's why it's gonna be in theaters only. They are gonna, that's why Shang-Chi is gonna end up being in theaters only. Like, they're gonna take their gamble on the holiday season because they have to. Only if Shang-Chi and Venom do really bad, then Spider-Man and Morbius, and potentially the Eternals will also migrate. But I think they're gonna roll the dice on those two, potentially because I think the cost would be less. So that is my take. But anyway, real quick here, Javier Guzman says, "Yo, I can't wait for Stretchy Arms, baby." That's right.
If they happen.
Stretch Armstrong was the best way to. It was Stretch Armstrong was basically a fleshlight before fleshlights were fleshlights.
Are you seriously bringing up Stretch Armstrong?
What?
You're dating yourself with that. No one talks about Stretch Armstrong anymore.
Dude, I'm almost 40. What do you think?
Stretch Armstrong.
Some people tried this. What I'm talking about.
What? Oh my god!
Did you not hear the joke? I said it was a fleshlight before it was a fleshlight.
Oh my god!
Just wrap it around real tight, boys. Anyway, H Bart's here with $2. Says Brie for president. Yes, it should be wrong. That would trigger the Fandom Menace like crazy. Skywalker Brian here. It says, can I be honest about something? I feel like She-Hulk, Moon Knight aren't getting enough momentum versus the other MCU shows. Well, they're still filming.
Yeah, well,
they're still filming.
Those are those are the ones I'm most excited about because they're like new characters to me. Like, I know of them, but I don't. I know She-Hulk more than Moon Knight. I don't know much about Moon Knight at all, and it looks awesome.
You saw how long it took them to like actually start marketing What If. You know, it took them quite a while to get into that.
Well, and that's the thing with that too is when it comes to those shows, those are going in the next year. They're not going to worry about marketing them right now or building the hype.
We're gonna get Hawkeye next.
Next. Yeah, we got What If, we got Hawkeye. Miss Marvel was pushed into 2022, to be more in line with the movie. There's a lot that they're going to do with that. So once we start getting into the 2020, like wait for Disney Investor Day in December, when we start getting all the updates for Marvel and all the updates for Star Wars and everything
else. The Echo show
else.
will probably get confirmed, probably some other stuff too.
Yeah, the Echo show, maybe Daredevil, if that's going to be, or maybe something along those lines.
I'm just saying, if Daredevil for Disney Plus gets announced at Disney Investor Day, you're going to hear millions of splooges just go off at the same time.
It's going to be nuts busted.
Wait, I'm sorry, I kind of cut off for me. If what gets announced?
If Daredevil for show? Disney Plus gets announced, a million splooges just echo.
I think I would probably be one of them.
Yes.
Just because
everyone wants it.
Everyone wants it, yeah. And that's the whole thing is like everyone wants it, Not like Alcoholic Mountain Dew, which was announced today, by the way.
Holy shit.
I saw that press release. Hold on here real quick. Rational Skeptic here says Venom 2 was delayed. Well, internationally, but we'll wait to see about domestically. Javier says, have you guys seen what's going on with the game Abandoned? You mean like the nonsense on that? There's if you know anything about the PS5 game Abandoned, a lot of people think that it's like a Kojima Productions game.
Yeah, I think it's Silent Hill or like
or a PT or something along those lines, and it's a troll at this point. It's got to be.
I don't know what's going on because like the demo's supposed to be out today, but they said it got delayed due to technical reasons.
Yeah, they're trolling everybody. Matt1306 with $5 here, man. Thank you. Says Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be delayed for sure, thanks to the variants and the states using restrictions on group gatherings if you're not vaccinated. Yeah, I did read that movie theaters are looking at potentially requiring vaccine passports.
So how would that work? You have to like present your vaccination card that you got?
Yeah, they're probably going to end up at some point in time like issuing.
What happens if you threw it away? Not that I.
Why would you throw it away?
Oh, I'm not saying I did. I'm just saying.
No, I mean like in general, why would you throw that away? It's like it's so dumb, and to do that. But at the same time, it's like, look, these are private businesses that need to open up again, and they need to do it in the safest way. And if that cuts out, I don't know what. A lot of Americans who've decided to not get the vaccine, then that's on them, and it might, if they want to, because here's the thing, people will always justify entertainment. They'll always justify entertainment. And so if the entertainment is now saying, hey, get the jab, save some lives, people are going to eventually get around to doing it. They're just dragging their feet. And also, to be fair, in the areas where they've been offering up like $100 if you get vaccinated, as a monetary incentive, they've seen massive increases in vaccines. So there are ways you can do it that's going to end up really kind of enticing the general public. Although probably, sorry, I know you're down in the South, RJ, so you're probably fucked.
No, I'm totally fucked. That's the thing. So, yeah, most of our population is probably going to end up dead. So,
well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but really sick. Unfortunately, I don't want that. I don't want anyone to get sick. Okay, and then HWart's here with $5 more, man. Thank you, man. Says the chip shortage is good for me because no 7 days a week. Oh, is for your job? I mean, I guess that is good for you. You have to kind of explain further on that one because I'm a little bit confused on that. But I mean, if it's good for you, at least someone has at least somebody.
Oh, maybe he means if there wasn't a chip shortage, he'd have to work 7 days a week, or maybe it's opposite. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. We'll have to figure that one out there. But hey man, enjoy your days off, right?
Yeah.
Ray here says all I got was 50. Well, yeah, but that's still 50 more. I didn't get anything. I live in Washington. So,
by the way, Lord Slug, No Way Home will not be on Premier Access because Sony's in control of that, not anyone else.
Yeah, Sony's doing the distribution of it. Although they did sign a deal
with Netflix.
They signed a deal with. Well, they're doing so. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The Spider-Man movies are all going to go to Disney Plus, right? They signed a first look deal, or they signed a deal with Netflix for their other movies.
Which they'll go to Netflix first, and then after a certain period of time, then they'll all go to Disney Plus.
So wait, when did they make this deal? Because the Spider-Man movies
earlier
still on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Are the Spider-Man movies now on Disney Plus? It's been a while.
No, not yet.
Oh, fuck!
I don't know when do they say
never? Like get them on there already. God damn, fuck.
All right. Okay. So let's dive into the next topic here. This is one that Annie sent me earlier, and I've seen a lot of people talking about it, even though I find it to be very odd. And that, of course, is apparently Taika Waititi is in talks to direct a DC movie that he's jumping ship over to Marvel. I don't believe this.
Well,
seems like fake news.
He was already in the Suicide Squad.
Well, here's the thing.
That's a cameo.
Yeah,
but he's friends with. I mean, it could be. I agree, it could be, but it's also
the same website that reported that Ray Fisher is going to be in the next Christopher Nolan movie. So
this is from. Okay, so here's the thing: when it comes to giant freaking robot, they kind of giant freaking suck, but they are verified. So look, if you bring up the article here, which
that's what WB and Hamada want, though. I mean, so it's very possible.
What do you mean? That's what they want.
They are chasing the Marvel. They want Marvel talent. They give.
But
Marvel
isn't he going to do Star Wars after Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yeah, look, he's got Marvel projects, Star Wars, and as many television obligations like Reservation Dogs, just came out. What We Do in the Shadows is a new season that's coming. There's other things he's working on.
He produces on some of that, not
he produces. I mean, yeah, but that's still, I mean, again, he'll have some kind of say.
Maybe write or produce something, but not direct.
And you know what else I think is big too is I think that Marvel really wants to hold on to him a lot, because I think that if James Gunn ends up leaving in the case of him just not wanting to do anything after Guardians 3, I think they'll probably have Taika Waititi take on most of the space shit when it comes to Marvel. I think that's probably what they but that makes sense, right? Like I don't know, I feel like that makes sense.
But this is the thing. When they say here, thanks to work from one of our trusted and proven inside sources, we have now learned that Warner Brothers is in talks with Taika to direct a DC movie. I hate this. We got this covered level shit right here. That's exactly what they say. So you click on it. Oh, confirmed scoops. Josh Brolin coming back to the Marvel Universe. Our scoop confirmed. Let me guess. This is going to talk about What If, because he's voicing Thanos in What If. So here's the thing, Doug Norrie.
Oh my God! And they use a picture, of course, of Cable to like imply that it's going to be Cable coming to the MCU. Oh my God, that's so fucking shitty.
Hold on, it says, and now a giant freaking robot exclusive scoop looks like it's been all but confirmed with "We got this covered," throwing out that Brolin will reprise his character of Cable, who would join the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, because We Got This Covered so reliable.
We got this. Yeah, I mean that's the thing right here. So this is the nonsense. So you just you just kind of follow it back. You just start following it back here.
I'm still upset the guy from Avatar didn't get to play Cable. He would have been much better, I think.
So
even though I like him,
it says here we've learned from our best inside source that Marvel is bringing Josh Brolin back to not only play Thanos again, but to play Cable as well.
Okay.
So, and What If, he is playing in What If, and they already say that, but they already said here that's probably because it's been announced as already announced What If.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they'll double dip. They've not done that yet. Like, they've not had one actor playing two roles. I don't think they do it with someone as big as Thanos. I don't believe it. I don't
know. Yeah, I don't know.
More CG though, so it's possible, I think.
You know what? That's fair. That actually is fair. But I don't know. I'm still kind of skeptical about it.
Yeah. And purple. CG and purple.
Haley Atwell's going to be in Doctor Strange too. What?
Yeah, this is the thing here, right? Again, it's kind of like like look at the writers on this stuff. Like who's this Doug Norrie guy?
Cover the site more.
Daily Fantasy. You're right. Writes for Daily
Sports.
Yeah, Daily Fantasy, Brooklyn Net, locks on, right? And then for Giant Freaking Robot, but it's like
he has fantasy sports. What the hell? I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know about this, right? He just writes about sports all the time, and nothing here in his feed is about movies. It's all about sports. So I don't know. I don't trust any of this shit.
No, it's possible though.
Well, let's see here. All right, so according to the Disinsider podcast, Haley Atwal is returning to the MCU. So they said scoop confirmed.
Well, I trust Disinsider. I like that website. They do drop a little hints and nuggets. I mean, this is something I think even Mikey Sutton was talking about this. So I mean,
yeah. Well, see, then they said here one of the pieces of casting that has that is a Giant Freaking Robot exclusive. So click on this one. So all right, so exclusive Haley Atwal is in Doctor Strange 2 as Captain Carter. I mean that I fine. I can see that with how big they're pushing, how much they're pushing What If.
Mm-hmm. And they said she's going to come back in multiple seasons. So.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, all of this stuff here is just the thing of. Sorry, Anthony. I'm sorry you're being cyberbullied, man. But you've been spamming it constantly in the chat. We'll get to it. I'm sorry, man, but I'm just saying. I don't know. I just hate these guys. I hate because you can never trust it. You can never. And I've said
let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Let's say he is doing a DC movie. What would you want him to do?
If he was doing a DC movie, I think Taika would be good for something very colorful.
Plastic Man.
No. I mean, he might
Blue Beetle would have been good, but they already have a director.
I think that's actually. I don't know. You could do Plastic Man.
Well, he's also doing. I don't know why. Well, they were trying to do Plastic Man with James Franco for a while. That was announced.
No, wasn't it the Multiple Man?
No, it was multiple. It was right. You're right. Multiple Men. So it was Multiple Men. Yeah, and then of course James Franco had his whole incident with Me Too. So you know,
Booster Gold. I could see Booster Gold.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think they want to compete with Marvel on the cosmic side of things. So to me, it would be going back to the Jack Kirby stuff, whether it's going to be something with the New Gods or something with that. I mean, I could also see Taika Waititi doing like Aquaman 3. I could see him doing Aquaman 3.
Taika would be perfect for Mr. Miracle. Miracle, perfect for him.
I don't know. I don't really know a lot about those kind of characters, to be honest with you. So I don't. Those are kind of lost on me. I'm really not. It's just like it's. I mean, I like the movies, and that's where I watch the stuff. Here we go. Green Lantern for Taika. Yes, give him a redemption arc. Right, give him a redemption arc because Taika was in Green Lantern.
He was.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he was. Yeah, he was the best friend.
Oh my god.
Nobody remembers that.
No one remembers that film because it was terrible. But it
was. Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why that when they did that Deadpool Korg crossover, everyone's like, "Oh, it's because they're in Free Guy together." But a lot of us like, yeah, they were also in Green Lantern. So it's just kind of a funny little.
A lot of repressed memories there. Yeah,
a lot of repressed memories for that. Yeah, but I could see Green Lantern for Taika. That'd be kind of funny to see what's going on with that one. But all right, why don't we get into what I feel is probably like the biggest news of the night, and that of course is Idris Elba joining Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as Knuckles.
Fuck yeah, I'm so happy about
That's a good casting.
That is okay.
It's really funny because they were looking at Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jason Momoa. They wanted a big name actor to voice him. So
up until recently, I took Idris Elba so seriously as an actor. I was like, wow, this guy, I take him seriously. He's done voice
work before too. He's done stuff in Disney movies like Finding Dory and Zootopia. So he's not.
Yeah, he was the chief. He was Chief Bogo in Zootopia.
What? I know.
Yeah, and he was the seal, one of the seals in Finding Dory.
Okay, wow.
And he's also, he's a DJ.
I didn't know that.
Like he DJs, like that was the whole thing, the controversy over Thor the Dark World. When no, it wasn't Thor the Dark World, it was actually Avengers Age of Ultron, because he had shot some stuff for Avengers Age of Ultron. And he was on vacation, he was like DJing in Ibiza, and he was contractually obligated to go back for reshoots or something, and he was like so pissed because he was on vacation and stuff. And so that was a big thing from like 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. But he's a chill dude. He's a really chill guy, but he just plays intense really well.
Yeah. Sure. So here's a question. Is he going to have an accent? Will he have his British accent when he voices Knuckles, or going to try to do the American accent? Or something else?
Do you pay him for his American accent?
I pay him to sound like Knuckles and to be Idris Elba, so...
what does Knuckles sound like? Because I don't remember.
Different in every incarnation, so that's not really.
Not as the voices.
Well, he's like a tough guy. Knuckles is a tough guy.
Unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle.
Yeah, Knuckles is like a tough guy that has he's kind of like a bro in a little bit. But he's like a hero to his people. But he's like very naive. Like in the games, when he got introduced, he got tricked by Robotnik into thinking Sonic was the villain.
I've not seen a single person complain about this casting, and the internet's very picky. So I think it was a good choice.
Everyone's happy about this.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Way better than who everyone was speculating.
H-Parts here says Uganda Knuckles. Do you know? I know. Do you know?
When people if that meme's in the movie, you think outrage culture people are like, oh, it's racist. The movie's being racist.
They're not going to put that in the movie. It's terrible. It's a dated meme.
But he's not Ugandan. He's Sierra Leonean.
Yeah, no, they put more time with Sonic memes in the first one.
In the first one, they had a ton of Sonic memes.
But that one's not timeless. Also, it's really stupid and dated, and I don't know. I don't see them putting it in.
Interesting. According to the internet, which is, I know, it's such a vast swath of logical information. It says here that Idris is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and also the Jungle Book 2.
Didn't he die?
Right, now he's getting into everything. Now it's going wrong.
I don't know.
Didn't Heimdall die? How can he be in Guardians?
Well, no, I just saw a thing today that said, I forget where I saw it on Twitter, but it said like Heimdall is still alive, like the multiverse. It's it could resurrect him in the multiverse. Who knows?
Minmin is correct though. Knuckles was always coded as a black character, so it is cool to see a black actor voice him. So
yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
I gotta hit the beds too for me.
All right, yeah,
all right, man.
Rest well.
Thanks for having me. I do want to let your viewers know we are having, it's not like a surprise event, but a appreciation night for Matt Jarbo on Saturday night. No, for real.
It's such a weird thing. Like, you didn't even ask my permission on it. You're like, we're doing an appreciation stream. You just text me today and like, we're doing an appreciation stream for you on Saturday. And I'm sitting there looking at my phone going like,
I said, would that be cool? And like, when I called you a week or two ago,
I am so, it's not, I'm
actually, the appreciation night was probably last night, really.
it was very appreciation night. Yeah, last night. But it's, I was so like, I don't know how to feel about those kind of things. Cause
I mean, it's not like, we'll do a little bit of props to Matt, some stories, also movie talk.
Stories.
Yeah, anyone have some
stories?
Good Matt Jarbo stories?
Like, hey, remember that time he got caught 3 years ago?
No. We're not. No, that's not the type of thing we're gonna.
No, it's apparently I was getting messages today from people that were like talking about the happy third Boulderversary. Like it's like, fuck me. And I'm like, that was a couple. I'm like, it was on the weekend, you dipshit.
You know what's good though, Matt? When someone mentions that, they sound like such an idiot now when they bring that up as an argument against you.
Yeah.
No, when you're having a back and forth about a certain topic, and you're like, "Oh, you freaking serious?" They look like the complete idiot whenever someone. So we're not even mentioning that. All right, that's all. I just wanted to pop in for a little bit. Thanks for having me. I'm excited about all the news, Marvel, and yeah, that's a good casting.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys.
I love Sonic. I thought Sonic was great.
See you, Max.
Yeah, Underhaven. If you want to come too, I'll send you on Twitter. I don't know if you're available, but
definitely. Yeah, send me a link. I'll hop in if I'm available.
Saturday night at 11. Okay. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Oh, he already has a fucking. Oh no, that's just his channel. Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Rhea. Yeah, I thought you already had like a thumbnail made and shit.
No, people want to appreciate you.
People want to. No, we'll see about that. But all right, Max. Thank you very much, man.
All right. I'll see you later. I gotta go now. Bye.
All right.
Man, those doggos.
Those dogs, man. He's got the one dog, but she barks a lot. Callie is great. Anyway, yeah. So, Son, I want to see how Idris what he brings to the table, and I think it's going to be
Are they going to cast a celebrity to play Tails, or are they going to be the same person who voiced him at the end of the post-credit scene?
Probably going to be the same person they got in the post-credit scene, which is actually maybe it won't be because that's the one from the games, right? They got the same voice actor from the games. They might actually change it. Yeah. Watch them get like Tom Holland to do it or something. Like
yeah, I could. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about the casting of Tails though. Like, so I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to keep like I really want to see Sonic 2. Because I just, for one, with Jim Carrey going full Robotnik is going to be great. Idris's Knuckles is going to be good. Tails, more Sonic. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Like, give me something that's fantastic here.
Yeah, this is going to be more of a Sonic the Hedgehog movie now that they've dipped their toes in it. It's going to be less real world shit.
Maybe. The rings are going to take you to different planets.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be less real world shit. I mean, come on. I think like the humans are going to be like the fish out of water in this one.
Hopefully. I don't know what they have planned. I've only seen I saw one screenshot or one shot from the set where it had like the stand-ins for all three of them.
It looked great.
It looked interesting. It was great because I'm like, all right, cool. Like we're going to, I'm very excited to see what Jeff Fowler does for this one. And yeah, it's so weird to actually be excited for a video game property turned into a movie.
I know. It's
really crazy, huh?
Yeah. You're all like Sonic, man. That's wild. Because we never really enjoy Sonic at all.
Sonic can't even get their games right, but the movie was good, so hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I just want to point one thing out real quick here. H. Bartz likes to complain that every day he hears about Zack Snyder. Every single day, according to him. Zack Snyder all day, every day. We haven't mentioned Zack Snyder once. H. Bartz here. Zack Snyder Sonic.
Oh wow. That's hilarious.
You son of a bitch, Zach. H. Bartz. Son of a bitch. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I think they're going to plan an entire franchise around Sonic, and I think the popularity of it's going to do it. Let me bring up here. Here's something that I thought was interesting. This is more of for RJ, I think. Steve Agee teases Peacemaker on HBO Max, saying that the TV show is more of an ensemble. It's closer to 8 hours worth of material, so you really see our characters and the show develop, change, and have these amazing arcs. And I saw another thing today. I couldn't find the tweet because I forgot which outlet had reported it. But James Gunn was talking about the character of Peacemaker and about the redemption of Peacemaker. And that is what I think that he's like, I think he said like, there's like nobody that's above or like beneath redemption or something.
That's going to be hard, but okay.
And it's going to be very difficult to see what happens in regards to Peacemaker, the show, and redeeming, that character. But I mean, if James Gunn is already planning season 2 and he wants to direct all of season 2, that tells me he's probably most likely written all of season 2.
Yes, most likely that would line up and make sense.
So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, hold on here. Ray asks, is Steve Agee going to voice Nanawe and his own character? I don't think he's going to do Nanawe. I think he's going to end up, he's just going to be the analyst character, and I don't think we're going to see King Shark in it.
Oh,
I don't know.
That'd be great.
That would be cool, but I don't know if it would work out well. There's probably going to be references to everybody.
Yeah, most likely.
So Javi here says, I'd like to see Sonic before the edits. No. We don't want to see Sonic before they changed everything.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Hold on here.
No,
Matt,
we're going to release the original cut. Come on.
Yeah. Hold on. Matt here talks about asking if we heard that Bloodsport is getting his own spinoff series. I haven't heard that. And I haven't heard that at all. I don't know. Again, a lot of the stuff, where does it come from? That's always my question.
It's just conjecture. I hate to say it, but like, it's true.
Like, where is it all coming from? I mean, I'm not seeing anything. I've got Google alerts set up for anything related to the DCEU, and I'm not seeing anything on it. That's the whole thing now. It's like we got trolled by Taco Tuesday earlier, which is pretty funny, but I don't quite know. Now, Lord Slick here says, ensemble, we will see more villains. Could Peacemaker lead his own team? Potentially. So and that's the thing. I think by giving these smaller characters the ability to have, their own shows is going to be cool to put a lot of spotlight on them. Cause I mean, I am kind of tired of Superman and Wonder Woman, like I really am. I if it was Gal and Henry, I'm 100% down, but I'm just kind of like, can we move past that? I feel like the Batman is a refresh, is a reboot, a restart. And I'm okay with that because it's Matt Reeves and it's fucking Batman. Because I tend to like the more grounded aspect of DC. The more like other stuff, I don't know, it doesn't always interest me. But
yeah, no, I'm intrigued by the Gotham show that they're doing, which apparently is going to be Arkham, like not GCPD or Gotham Central like I thought it was going to be. So I think
it's the working title is called Arkham. That's the working title is called Arkham.
Right.
And so, but we don't know anything about it because, well, the thing to consider with that is originally Terrence Winter was going to be the showrunner on it, and he did Boardwalk Empire, and he's really talented showrunner. And then he left over creative differences, and they brought in this new guy who I don't know. And then I'm wondering, like if they did retool it, but the storyline is going to be, it takes place during Batman's first year. So a year before the Batman, and it's from the perspective of a corrupt Gotham PD officer. So I'm pretty sure going to Arkham's going to be part of it.
Most likely. Yeah, that would make sense.
So that's kind of how I'm viewing that at this point. Like, again, there's no more, we're going to get more details
at Fandom.
At Fandom. Yeah. Another quick thing I want to touch upon here, and this kind of caught my eye today, is that Luca may become one of the biggest films to ever release straight to streaming.
Couldn't happen to a nicer movie.
It really, yeah. It says here that it's estimated to have more viewing hours in its first 2 weeks of release than Soul, Extraction, and Enola Holmes in their respective 2 weeks.
That's crazy to think.
That's crazy. And Extraction and Enola Holmes are Netflix movies, and those are pretty big on Netflix. The fact that they're doing Extraction 2 and a sequel to Enola Holmes. I'll tell you this though, I've watched Luca a bunch. At this point, we were just watching it again yesterday. It's a fantastic movie. Like if you haven't seen
really
Luca,
good. It's really good.
I think I said it's definitely Pixar's most accessible film. Is the way I view it. It's their most accessible, meaning like it's not tied into a larger universe, so it's not a sequel. It's an original story. It's got a very small and isolated story, and there's minimal characters, but a bright, vibrant, colorful world, and you actually want to spend more time there. It feels very inviting. and it's
It's a very comfy movie, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's very have you seen it yet, Annie?
Sorry, I was having another fight with a breakfast burrito.
That can happen.
Yeah, no, I have seen it. It was absolutely fucking charming. It was really good. I think that Pixar's starting to do a lot better, honestly.
I mean, Soul, I loved Soul. I thought Soul was amazing. I loved Luca. I liked Onward, but like Onward didn't. I thought I would like Onward more, but I feel like it. I don't know. I didn't really necessarily. I think for me, what killed it was Octavia Spencer voicing the whatever she voiced in there. I forget at this point.
I expected more out of a Pixar movie with that type of concept.
Yeah,
that's what it boils down to, honestly.
Yeah, I've watched it a bunch. I enjoy it. I'll watch it again.
No, it's not bad at all. But like,
no, yeah. It's like, you know what? I'll tell you what I've been loving is Monsters at Work. I've been loving Monsters at Work.
I still need to watch that.
It's
feel
fantastic.
Like no one's talking about it, sadly.
Yeah, I know. It feels like that.
It.
But it's they're not. I don't really feel like it's getting a big push, and the show's good. Like it's a continuation from the first movie. It takes place like the next day. And I was thinking, we were watching Monsters Inc. tonight, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm wondering if Randall's going to come back. If that's going to be the end of the season. Randall was the villain in the first Monsters Inc. So if they bring Randall back, that's going to be cool. H-Bart's here. Duncan is an ass. Yes, he is. And Rip Vendy. I know, Rip Vendy. That's from this last week's episode. That's good, man. All right. Well, at least H-Barts is watching it.
Like,
so that's
maybe they aren't pushing it on social media as much because they don't think that people care about that like they care about Marvel. But I mean, people of all ages have cared about Pixar for a long time. They should promote it on social media.
I'm sure it's doing good view wise. I mean, if it's meant for kids, especially, you just browse the app on Disney Plus. It's probably on the front page.
It's probably. I mean, well, and the thing is, it is aimed at kids, so they're not going to put a lot of marketing where we would see the marketing.
I just feel like that's unfortunate because people like you and me around our age demographics, we care about Pixar too. Like, you know, there's plenty of people that do.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was 19 when Monsters Inc. came out. You know, so it's been 20 years, and I've been a fan of it for 20 years. I love Monsters University. A lot of people out there seem to really dislike Monsters University.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people like me and RJ's age who really care about that type of shit too. And I'm sure that I don't know. I just feel like they just probably don't acknowledge enough to like invest marketing into those age demographics, which is weird. I feel like it's a lost opportunity, but whatever. They might have to learn that the hard way, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to we'll definitely have to see on this one here. So let's talk about something that we're all gonna laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. AT&T / Warner Media is in talks to sell TMZ to Fox.
Oh, for God's sake.
And this is coming off of the fact that just yesterday it was confirmed Crunchyroll is now owned by Sony.
Yeah,
and that
the
was
deal
sold.
Was finalized and it went through all the procedures. It's now official.
I fucking hate TMZ so much.
TMZ and Fox. This is Fox, the network, correct? Not 20th Century or Disney.
No, this would be Fox, like News Corp.
Okay.
The Fox Corporation.
You know what TMZ is?
What a match in hell.
TMZ is like the precursor to all these grifters on YouTube who just do a bunch of clickbait bullshit. Like they're like the proto "we got this covered" basically. That's what it boils down to. It's just a bunch of clickbait bullshit, just trying to get people to watch. Like, just say the most fucking provocative thing you possibly can to get people's interest and hook them in, and then just say a whole bunch of fucking nothing, just a bunch of fucking rumors and hearsay has no basis in reality other than you woke up and you needed something to fucking shill out to your audience. Hate that shit.
Well, I've actually dealt with Harvey Lean before. When I was working in LA, I was doing temp work. I've mentioned this before. I worked at a flower shop, and one time he called in to get a bouquet for a woman who was leaving, and he had asked if we could have it delivered by I think 11 a.m. the next morning. And I told him, I said, I can put a request in, but I can't guarantee delivery. And he didn't like that. So the next morning, 11 came and went, and he called in and he was bitching about it. And my boss at the time was this little 4'11" Parisian chick named Rita. And Rita suffered no bullshit, right? She dealt with Kris Jenner on a daily basis. She suffered no bullshit. And when Harvey Lean tried to he started swearing at her and cussing at her on the phone. Keep in mind, this shop was little. This boutique was very little, very small. And she's right there in the center of it, cussing out Harvey Lean on the phone. And it was the funniest goddamn thing. And I was all like, I love you, Rita. You are awesome. I would work for that woman anytime. She was so cool of a boss. And it was great. And, no one fucked with her ever. No one fucked with her. And this is a flower shop that deals with all the celebrities, and she navigates all that shit. And nobody fucks with Rita. And Harvey Lean, Mr. I'm a lawyer, I own TMZ, blah, 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 blah. It's all like, nah, you fucked with the wrong Parisian lady here today, sir. And I'm sure he has used that company multiple times in the last 9 years since I left. But let's find out more here. So AT&T is currently in talks to sell Warner Media celebrity gossip site TMZ to Fox. This is just another deal paring down the telecom entertainment assets. And as it prepares to spin off Warner and merge it with Discovery. I mean,
they're getting rid of everything.
Yeah, they just sold
Playdemic, as it says in the article.
Yeah, they sold it to EA for $1.4 billion. They just closed the Crunchyroll anime to company to that. I mean, it's just like, what are they doing? They're just getting rid of literally everything. They spend all that effing money just to get their hands on.
No, they're just jumping it all.
And they're just get rid of it. Yeah, because what it was is I saw something. I read a snippet and talking about the amount of money. So like the pandemic fucked AT&T so bad that they did not have the capital to properly roll out HBO Max. Wow. Is basically what I read. That was a quote that I had read.
That makes sense, because in order to really bolster a streaming service, you got to have the money to pay for it, right? And that's not just like for services and all. I'm talking about like spending the money on content creation.
Yeah,
that's why Netflix is in debt, because they spend so much to like make stuff.
Oh yeah, and license it too. Never mind, a lot of the money is actually the licensing fee is what they pay. Because keep in mind, they're paying I think it was $100 million a year to Universal or NBC Comcast for The Office. They were paying like $100 million a year for Friends, I think, as well. Like that was what they were licensing. There's a lot of stuff.
Amounts of money.
Tons of monmoney that they would spend on this stuff. And to me, it's hysterical because when you think about it, it's like, this is a bold claim. This is a speculative claim. I'm wondering if Zack Snyder's Justice League fucked HBO Max financially. And I think it's possible that it might have.
What are you talking about, Trevor?
I'm going to not hear that opinion. I'm going to not hear that.
You got to explain.
All right, let me explain. Sorry, I had to adjust. Let me explain. So, so the HBO Max was coming out May 2020. They announced, the Snyder Cut at the start of HBO Max, right? And then it was a slow rollout. And it was a slow rollout because it wasn't available on Roku devices. For a lot of people, didn't get it because it wasn't available on a lot of stuff. So it was a slow rollout there. They weren't able to get it on the devices that they need. They needed to work a deal with Roku. But their biggest push for subscribers right off the bat was going, hey, we're doing the Snyder Cut. 70 million was the estimated budget. That's a lot of money. And if they would have gotten, they put all that money and all that time, and they put a lot of their eggs in that Snyder Cut basket, hoping that it would bring in people, because that was the whole point, right? The whole Snyder Cut fandom going in and getting HBO Max. But the problem with it, though, is that a lot of the Snyder Cut fandom is not localized to the West. They're not in the United States. They're in South America. They're in Latin America. They're in the Middle East. They're in other countries, China. They're all over the world. It's not just localized here to the United States. And because they're still not available in a vast majority of those countries, that is a constant revenue source that they are missing out on.
No HBO Max.
No HBO Max to get it, but people had the ability of going and doing VOD. Great. VOD works pretty well for them. We don't know any of those numbers, but I'm wondering if it was like such an investment that they were not a really, RJ?
My God.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm listening to you say that, and I'm just
I'm just saying they spent a lot of money on it, and I'm wondering if it didn't do enough, and that kind of fucked them because they put their eggs all in one basket and felt like,
Then they should have waited to launch HBO Max until it was more readily available
worldwide. Well, it's like Quibi. It's like Quibi and HBO Max launched around the same time. They already had this rollout planned, and then like whoopsie daisy global pandemic. And they still have, they have to find a way to get some income coming in. They need to find a way to get something. So ultimately, they kind of found themselves in a position of, I think it's possible that they bet a lot on the Snyder Cut and it didn't do it. And that has a lot to do, not with the fans not showing up where they could, but the inability and lack of access to get it from a subscription service perspective. Because if they would have had HBO Max in all these other countries, keep in mind, think of it like this. Disney launched Disney Plus November 2019 in the United States. It wasn't in Canada yet, right? And it wasn't in the UK. And it took until March of 2020 for 4 months for Disney Plus to make its way out to the UK, where they still aired The Mandalorian episode by episode, by the way. They didn't drop all the season at once. They aired it week to week out there as well. But people, that was a slower rollout. HBO Max took a lot longer to get out there. And I got into it with somebody yesterday over this, and they're saying like, well, no, there's like 44 million HBO Max users. And I'm like, no, there's not. That number gets so often confused because what it is it is a total. It is a cumulative total between HBO Max subscribers and HBO proper subscribers. And the thing is, if you have HBO, you do get HBO Max, but so many millions of people out there aren't activating HBO Max. Boomers. They're just not doing it. Maybe they're boomers. Maybe it's not available in their country. So it's like once they are able to roll it out, and that's why I think they're going with Discovery, because Discovery has got all those little fingers and all those little country pies.
Gross.
And they're going to be, and then they're going to be able to move it into those areas and those territories a lot better. But it's, again, like I'm saying, because of the amount of money lost on HBO Max, because at this point it is losing money, and the amount of capital not gained by having these movies do well in the theater, do you really think that like they're going to do a lot of flashy productions for the first couple years over at HBO Max? No, they're going to keep modest budget shit. And that ain't Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I mean, you're probably not wrong with that. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. My only thing is like, I don't know, like, what they say, like 1.8 million people watched it on HBO Max. I mean, we don't even know how well the PVOD numbers did, for example.
No, let's see. Okay, it's 1.8 million households watched it. That's the thing. It's not people, it's households.
Oh, okay.
So you don't know how many people. Okay. You don't know how many people. And those are only, and the thing is too, Samba is not a reliable metric. It is only a piece of the puzzle. Samba is only a piece of the puzzle. Because I think it's like they have to have like Samsung TVs that have whatever. Like it's not they don't have access to all the data. They have access to a portion of the data. And a lot of people out there, because they failed to remember that when it came out to the Suicide Squad and everything else. It's like, oh, but 3.8 million people watch Mortal Kombat, and this one's slightly underneath that, according to Samba TV. But that's not, again, it's not people, it's households. So I made that mistake. And even then, it's people who have a Samsung television, like, or whatever the metric is. I have a Samsung television, and guess what? I didn't watch it on my Samsung TV with HBO Max. I watched it again on my computer. So it's like, it's not going to be caught by that metric. It's not going to be caught into that whole thing. My household doesn't qualify for what Samba TV is. And so many people have put so much emphasis on Samba being like this be all end all. And it's not. We don't know the numbers. They haven't told us the specific numbers. And they won't, by the way. They won't.
Which is a mistake, I think. But
no, why is it a mistake?
No, it's in their best interest to not reveal that shit.
It really is. Because if they can, I mean, they can hype it, and the hype will then push stock prices.
And they can control the narrative if they get in some like PR disaster and they end up losing a bunch of subscribers. They don't want to put that shit out there.
Well, then you've got, you look at the Ray Fisher situation. And that, of course, is that. Let's see, Kira here makes a great point. Says ticket sales are a hard number, so you don't know how many eyeballs are watching. Well, ticket sales, I mean, with ticket sales, those are reported to like a multiple companies that track that data.
Would you say the Snyder Cut bolstered HBO Max subscriptions or no?
No, Wonder Woman did.
But do you don't think it had like any net positive whatsoever?
I think it had a net positive, but I think that net positive was ultimately there at the launch.
You're speaking sacrilege to some people right now.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. You guys want if you want gumballs, rainbows, and hand jobs, all right, I can send you to like a couple fucking channels that are going to do that. Okay. I can send you to some places where you're going to be told it's okay. And they're going to pat you on the head and they're going to rub your back and they're going to give you hot cocoa and they're going to give you a blanket and they're going to sing Kumbaya and they're going to tell you everything will be fine. Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. That's what you're going to hear. And you're going to hear it from people who for some fucking reason are so like obscured from the truth. It drives me up the damn wall. I'm not saying that the Snyder Cut did not do well for HBO Max, but there was not a massive increase in subscribers between Wonder Woman 84 and the Snyder Cut coming out. A lot of the subscribers, I think, were already there when it was announced back in May of 2020, and they stuck through it. But that was also that was also during the rollout in the first 6 months. So a lot of those people, we don't know all that data. We don't know any of that data. But looking at what they said about Wonder Woman 84, okay, here's the thing, RJ. Don't you think that if the Snyder Cut was as big as everyone's making it out to be, wouldn't it have gotten more than Wonder Woman 84?
In terms of like viewership?
Yeah. 2.2 million households, according to Samba TV, watched Wonder Woman 84. 1.8 million watched Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Well, here's how you kind of got to look at it, right? Because I feel like a lot of people just didn't watch Zack Snyder's Justice League because they're like, I've already seen this movie. You know what I mean? So the way I look at it is you compare like the budget for Zack Snyder's Justice League to the budget for Wonder Woman 1984, and which one in terms of budget probably did more for the service. I mean, that's probably up in the air, but I don't think it's so clear cut if you look at it from that perspective, right? Because Zack Snyder's Justice League, it wasn't the full cost of a full proper DC movie, because a lot of it was already done. So you kind of got to look at it like that, right?
But well, there's also the different budgets that come in from, let's say, HBO Max budget versus Warner Brothers Picture Group budget.
Sure.
You know, and then also going out and finding producing partners, because oftentimes that was the thing today, for example, like Rogue One was trending today and everyone is talking about Rogue One because it's a great movie. But the thing is, Rogue One was done in-house. It was done in-house at Lucas and with Disney. And actually Pablo Hidalgo was talking about that today. And he had made the comment that it was done in-house and it wasn't through a producing partner company, right? So when they went to, let's say, J.J. Abrams, that's Bad Robot, and J.J. Abrams is working on this. It's a third-party production company coming in to kind of handle it. You know, okay. So this was conceived in-house by a Star Wars writer and produced in-house and done in-house. And that was something there worth, you know, so that was clearly done with the budget from Lucas and everything else. You know, and I think Solo was also done the same way, you know, and I'd have to dive into it more. I was just reading it on Twitter, but the idea there essentially is that a lot of these companies, like, we don't know the hard data for any of this stuff that's gone on. All we can do is look at it.
Yeah, you take the word of companies that want you to think everything did well, you know.
Well, the thing is, it's in the company's best interest to do that. And even Disney will do that. Every company will do that. So, but a lot of people will throw aspersions over at Warner Brothers, like, oh, they're trying to hide something. I think they're all trying to hide something, you know, like, I mean, you can look at whatever data, because I'm just saying, looking at the Samba numbers, don't you think that the Snyder Cut should have done better? I mean, they were promoting it in Times Square. They were promoting it at Fandom. Fandom had actual television advertisements running for it. You know,
maybe the fact that, you know, it's a 4-hour movie might turn some people off. It's a brand new service, and perhaps maybe we've underestimated the size of the people who were excited for it.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. And I think also the fact that Wonder Woman 84 was a pile of garbage prompted people to not want to watch anything with more DC in it.
Yeah, I think that's an unfortunate truth. It's funny because if you compare how Wonder Woman acts in that film compared to Zack Snyder's Justice League, it doesn't even seem like the same goddamn fucking character or the same universe. It seems like a completely different Elseworlds interpretation, which is really fucking sad. And that's why I'm very skeptical of those characters being brought forward in the future without any influence from Zack Snyder. I just feel like it's just going to turn into a goddamn fucking parody. But those are my thoughts.
What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comment section. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. No, it's very much. I know RJ. I get the stance you're trying to make, and everything, and it's like I'm just saying that clearly, DC does not have as many fans as Marvel by a fucking long shot.
Well, and no, because I've mentioned this before. It's a damaged brand. The
brand less normies care about
unbelievably damaged at this point that normies are turned away by it, and they need to rebuild. They're in a rebuilding, healing phase right now. I thought the Suicide Squad was going to begin that healing process. I thought, with the Snyder Cut and that couple, I thought this year could have fixed that, but it seems like maybe not. I don't know.
No. It's definitely started. It's definitely started the process, in my opinion, because it was a really good film. And like any film that came out after Zack Snyder's Justice League was going to get a fuck ton of hate, just because it's not that. It's not, unless it was going to be like literally another fucking DC film by Zack Snyder, it was going to get a ton of fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like most of the criticisms of the Suicide Squad are nitpicks. Most of them are. So
real quick here, as we come down to the wire in the last 15 minutes of the show tonight, here's the voicemail line. You guys can call in 323-305-4101. Drop a 30-second comment. We'll listen to it. We just don't have time for call-ins tonight, but if you have a very quick comment you want to get our answer on, 323-305-4101. But real quick here, let's get to, and by the way, this is a good conversation. I like the conversation, but it's also like, let's move on a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Command Unit here says HBO is partners with the local TV/streaming provider in Israel, and I think that works better than it being an independent streaming service. Well, that actually, I think people get, if you have AT&T, you get HBO Max for free. It's like if you have, I think like there was a deal that Disney made with Verizon where you could get Disney Plus for either discounted or free for a year or something. If you have Verizon, I have T-Mobile, and apparently like they have the deal with Comcast, so I could get like Peacock. No, sorry, I have Xfinity. Xfinity is my internet. They're owned by Comcast. They're Comcast, which owns NBC Universal, which owns Peacock. So I could probably get Peacock for free. Why
would you want it?
Boss Baby, family business.
Hey, you get WWE too. So
I don't care. I don't care about any of that. I don't watch
I'm telling you, Matt, you might like wrestling. Just watch AEW and New Japan. You probably enjoy it.
I might. Yeah, people are trying to red pill me on anime, and people are going to try to red pill me on fucking wrestling now.
Watch, there's going to be one person in the live chat who's like, Peacock's good. Like, yeah, the last time I only saw one person.
They have Street Fighter. They're the original Street Fighter movie.
What, Peacock?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
I love that movie though. I have that movie on Blu-ray, by the way.
That's not a selling point. That film
That's a good movie. It's a good movie. Anyway, here, Rational Skeptic here with $5, man. Thank you. Says, I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna make some people upset, but I doubt the Batman 2022 will get a sequel. Just like Matt, I don't so hoping. That is a bold claim. Even I think it's gonna get a sequel. I think they're gonna do the full damn trilogy.
They're gonna do the trilogy. There's no way they're not. It depends on box office and if the movie is a hit creatively and with critics and audiences, but I think it will be.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a standalone film, though, even if that is what ends up happening.
No, that's true. There's nothing wrong with standalone film, but I do think I think that they are invested into Matt Reeves as the Batman. I honestly though just feel that if they feel like their back is to the wall, they're gonna retcon Joker to tie it in with Batman. I'm just saying that's my thoughts on it.
Do you think that would even work thematically together? I guess we'd have to.
I think all they have to say is like the Joker existed back in the 1980s. He inspired somebody else to be the Joker that Batman fought, and Batman hates clowns, hates the Joker because the Joker mask is who shot and killed his parents, and he was alive and he watched it happen. That's what I think. They can make it happen. They can make it happen if they do it well enough. You know what? If they just explain it well enough, someone's going to come in and go, all right, that was fine. Let's move on. When we already know the story, all they have to do is just slightly connect the dots and people's brains will do the rest. I'm being legit. I'm being legit on that one.
Yeah, it sounds like one big joke.
It sounds like, yeah, I guess, kind of. All right. Command Unit here with another 15 shekels asking us to react. We will react. I have that up right here. I just wanted to make sure
we're a React channel now.
We are yeah. Well, we're reacting to We're a Warhammer 40K React channel now. That's what's going on here. Because he comes in and he drops these badass trailers. All right. Thank you very much on that one. All right, it's only 2 minutes. Let's give this thing a shot. Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. I will say though, this Warhammer shit's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the cinematics.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Oh shit!
Damn, we got demonetized. That's awesome.
Oh fuck!
Damn, that's
holy
badass.
shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Warhammer's fucking great. That's real shit. What do you think of that, man?
I like you. I like you a lot.
You gonna play some Warhammer, Matt?
I mean, like, we watched one last night, and it was coming to whatever you want to call it, Xbox Games Pass. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Fuck, dude. Probably. All right. So it looks like we just got the one voicemail from Anthony, and hold on, let me just quickly get to the other super chats here, and then we'll get to Anthony's voicemail. All right, Benson here, £5, man. Thank you, man. Says most of the attacks on Suicide Squad came from people like Failing Jay, who didn't watch it, or Nicotina, who buys subs to hit 1,000. Neither offer true thoughts.
Oof.
That's a bold claim about Nicotina. I believe
enjoy the name Failing Jay.
I do think Failing Jay did not watch the movie,
No,
but Nicotina did. I did see a Social Blade, and he did magically get 455 new subscribers in one day. So that is a little sus, but I don't know. Maybe he got real lucky.
How accurate is Social Blade though?
Social Blade views the YouTube public API, so it's exceptionally accurate. Now, granted, they did change the API to be more of a rounding up or rounding down idea. But when it shows that much of an increase in one day, that is legitimately YouTube reporting it through the API that it got that many new subs in a day. So it's like, that's very interesting. Or maybe it is overspend of a couple. No, generally, I don't know. It's pretty accurate but I'd have to look into it some more. All right. And hold on. Wait, what the fuck? Chill. I'm a Nick fan. No. I'm just saying if you look at the Social Blade, that's there. Make your own opinion on it. 187. I like Nicotina
right
too.
Now, I'm seeing it. So
look at it. Just look at it yourself. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. It's a little sus. But he got monetized. I know we can get super chats, so I'm not, you know what? I ain't against it. All right. And then H-Bart's here with $2 says, wrestling is good Japan. Okay. Wrestling is good. Well, we watched a little bit of that. We reacted to a little bit of that the other day. All right. So there's that. And then McLeod here with the 5 Canadian. Thank you, man. Says, really going to miss Brooklyn Nine-Nine after it's over. It got me through a lot after my mother died from cancer, coming up on 2 years this month. Yeah, man. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but here's the thing with that, McLeod. Those 8 seasons are always going to be there. Right. And so you can go back and watch the ones and relive it again. And it's like, I bring up Bob's Burgers a lot. We watch Bob's Burgers over dinner every day. We're on like our 4th watch through of the entire season, of entire series. That's 11 seasons. 11 seasons. And we just rewatch it because it's comforting and it's fun and we just like it a lot. So you know what? You could easily just start watching episodes when you feel bad. You find your favorites, you get your comfort food. You'll be okay. But I totally understand your thought on that one. So, all right. Okay. Hold on. All right, let's take a look here. Well, hold on. Let me just quickly fix something real quick.
We're invisible.
We are invisible. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that the voicemail is, you guys can hear it and that people's numbers are not going to end up getting leaked out or nothing like that.
Okay.
So yeah, we can. Okay, so again, Anthony has been the one that called in. So all right, this is what he is asking here in his comment.
Hey Matthew, it's me, Anthony. How you doing? Question: do you think Spider-Man: Far From Home and Venom: Let There Be Carnage and Ghostbusters Afterlife have been delayed? I apologize for my behavior. Matt, please forgive me. I'm going through a lot right now. We'll talk later. Bye.
Well, thank you, Anthony, for the call. No, I'm not mad at you for your behavior. I understand you have your questions, but you sometimes do spam it a little frequently. And that's that. I get that. Look, the thing is I think they've delayed these movies enough. I think they're gonna make a push for the final quarter.
They gotta release them.
They've got to release them. Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters in November, I think, is when that one comes out, or October.
Yeah, I think for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like that one, I think is gonna be pretty big. I'm there day one. I am there day one.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, it looks great, honestly.
I don't think they're gonna if they delay Venom here in the States. That's gonna be, then expect Spider-Man to get delayed.
Oh God, I hope not. Please, no.
That's my thoughts on that one.
Please just get goddamn vaccinated. Please, love of God.
I need my Spider-Man.
I need my Spider-Man movie this year. Get fucking vaccinated.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. Get fucking vaccinated.
Yeah. I get you, man. I get you. I know. So I think, that's kind of what I see on that one. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I think a lot of it's going to boil down to, it's kind of like last year when I said the canary in the coal mine was between Tenet and Mulan, and Warner Brothers listened to Christopher Nolan, who was like, no, let's go. And then they did it. And then Tenet, kind of crashed and burned. And then they did Mulan, which nobody wanted to see Mulan. So there's that. But, once people start getting more vaccinated, we will start eventually returning to normal. But I think this holiday season is going to be kind of borked.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to wear. Yeah, we're at the. Okay, so according to Minmin here, What If is live. So
it's already live.
They released it 10 minutes early, so they don't overload the servers. But Benson here with £5 says it was well worth Nicotina buying subs. Those 32 views a day.
Jesus.
Oh man, really mount up. I really enjoyed Ty's show last night. Austin was also great. I didn't see Ty's show last night, but I do like Ty and Austin quite a bit.
We had Driving with Jack today, and they had the watch party, and that was a lot of fun. So Benson in the chat, so that was nice.
Nice, man. Nice. Thank you much for that, Benson. Yeah, today was today I had to go to the doctor to get a doctor's note. I also had to do lab work for my diabetes, and I get there and they say, okay, so I can't eat anything for 8 hours before I go in, right? And I wasn't able to get there till after 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm already hungry. I haven't had caffeine, haven't had any food. And then I had to go and wait for an hour just to get a doctor's note, which had already been pre-approved for. And all they had to do was print it out. But the lady was pregnant who was helping me. And she just ignored me until she was on her way out the door to go to lunch. I'm sitting there and she sees me and she goes to her coworker. Oh, can you help him get this doctor's note? And literally within the next 90 seconds, I had a doctor's note and I was out the door.
Yeah.
They should have had it for me in 2 seconds. And it's she just, I don't know. I was so pissed at that. I'm like, you just wasted an hour of my time. And then I had to go and get a birth certificate. I'm like, oh my God. It was just a long ass day. All right. So, let's see here. I think that kind of wraps up tonight's show. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate that. Be sure to subscribe to Underhaven at underhaven.org. It's the best place to find me here. And then RJ, Resonant Justice here on YouTube.
Yeah, and also on Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me on social media platforms as well.
All across social media, Resonant Justice. We're going to be doing we're going to be doing a review of What If episode 1 that we're going to be recording it as soon as we're done.
Yes, we're going to be watching it right now.
Yeah, pretty much. So. And then we'll talk about that, and that will be up over on the Real Board channel, so look for that. And I'll be back on tomorrow night with another episode of the show. Thank you all very much. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you don't, Miss Minute's going to fuck you up. She's going to fuck you up.